Best PvP weapon in this game bar none, says the Blue Death on GameSpot. They want to play a poking game while retreating. Two-handed R2s are pretty safe on block given the R2 follow they rush you. Okay. And somebody else goes, I would agree with you, sir, there wasn't a live hunt set. The live hunt site, which is definitely the better, sir.
Turmoil. What is the bet? Well, the life hunt site has that annoying side effect.
Harder but more rewarding, apparently. I don't think you found that yet. I personally, I can understand that it's sort of high risk, high reward. I wouldn't personally want to use something like
I got the Black Knight Halberd. Ooh,
that. I haven't got that on this character.
that thing is incredibly overpowered,
I know.
even for a non-scaling weapon. Oh, I remember for the longest time the weapon that was most frowned upon in PvP was the Black Knight Great Axe. Like, everyone would use it and stun lock with it, and people would go mad about it. But then along came a certain Giant Dad. Giant Dads and flipping Havels. I'm going to use Crystal Halberd's probably my strongest, but I really like the. Oh, I can't use the Black Knight Halberd. 32 straight, you're having a laugh.
You what, mate?
Right, let's see. If I backstab him, how much damage do I do? 613. Oh! He still hurts. He nearly killed me. He nearly one-shot me.
What, hell?
Yep.
Oh yeah, don't even... With Muscle Wizard, literally, that club almost one-shot me.
He's still no joke, even this late in the game. He just...
Yeah,
And it's
he
crazy
is.
how early you can fight him.
He is a crazy badass. Oh, you crystal golem, don't you dare!
Ow. Yeah, I just got Crystal Golem to the face. The Crystal Halberd would be my forever weapon if it could actually last forever.
Sadly, no.
Sad for me. These crystal guys just love to destroy the frame rate in this game.
Where are you in the Duke's Archive?
No, I mean, I'm down by the Hydra! It's destroying me!
Just avoid the blasts. When you get to a certain distance, they can't hurt you with the blasts. Well, I say that. You can still, if you got enough, I was able to block the blasts pretty much. At least from up close. It took away almost all my stamina.
Looks like the Hydra showed him what for. Oh, he dropped something. Blue Titanite chunk. Ow! This Hydra never gets any easier. But I'm like one-shotting the head with the Crystal Halberds.
What's the name where would it be on my menu?
I couldn't hear that, Jack. Sorry, this Hydra's making way too much noise.
What's the name of the pendant I have to get, and where would it be on my menu?
Which pendant are we specifically talking about?
DLC pendant.
The broken pendant?
Yeah.
I thought you were already at the DLC.
I'm trying to get there now, but I don't think the portal's there, so I'm not sure if I've got the pendant or not.
But that golem always spawns though.
Yeah, but I'm not after all I went and picked it up. Because I killed the golem before, but I don't think I killed him now.
I think it would be under keys. I'm not too sure.
Well, I don't think I've got it because the portal's not here, so I'm going to go and move my bone back to wherever I was, and I'll just quickly grab that and then come back to you.
I'll finish it off with the bow. If you're anywhere.
Yeah. I did the heavy crossbow.
And it's dead.
It is dead. Dead. It is.
I suppose for the comic situation, I could set myself a budget and say I won't go over this amount in spending.
Hmm. Could do. Well, it depends how much.
Well, for World War III, there's 4 issues and they're $1.49 each. So that's like, it's less than, it's
Oh, that's
just like
cheap.
around the £5 mark, but still
Yeah.
for 4 issues and...
Well, it depends what type of. Because typically American comics, you don't get very much. Because if you ever bought like the Essential comics you get in W.H. Smith's and Justice League one, they're already big, because they have different types of stories in them. Well, they're not big, but if you ever bought an original American comic, you'll know they're literally like 14 pages and that's it. They're not very long at all.
I wonder if there's a website, there should be I mean, the internet has everything, right? But there should be a website out there that tells you how many pages are in every issue of every comic ever released.
Possibly.
You'd think.
To be honest, sites aren't great on that at the moment. You'd think it'd be a lot more reviewed, but it isn't. I mean, some comics that I used to read all the time, it's just, you can't even find them on the internet now. There's no mention of them, and I'm like, but these were like the most popular comics
So,
at the time.
'tis thou who
It's
rescued
really
me.
weird.
Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulysil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulysil, is the home of ancient My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Sure.
In heartfelt thanks, I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. Let
This is
me
a
join
romantic
you.
shot.
Pray summon me from my signature. Seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
You're a Gwen supporter. No. I must kill. And she's gone. And all of them know. Maybe Comic Line will say. Who knows?
Yeah, they've changed the layout for that website. I don't really like their new layout. I think it's kind of awkward.
They changed Giant Bomb too because it's the same network of website.
Alright.
So it looks the same on Giant Bomb.
Ooh.
Sometimes I enjoy reading the battle section of the forum where people like propose two characters or
Mm,
two teams fight and then everyone debates and rages over who would win.
yeah.
Even though, ironically, I think they have to ban Dragon Ball Z threads because they were just popping up, and
Oh
everyone
god.
would side with them because Goku's the most powerful character ever made, right?
Goku versus Kakarot.
Goku versus Living Tribunal. Goku wins, instant transmission and punch to face obviously works.
Oh gosh.
There's nothing worse than a person who thinks that Dragon Ball Z characters are the most powerful in all fiction because
Tell me about it.
they're strong, don't get me wrong, they destroy planets, that's pretty high up the list, but compared to like the high tier comic cosmic characters, they're just nothing.
I know.
I mean, there's always the endless debate of Superman versus Goku that I don't even know who I would side with because I hate both of them equally.
What do you mean you hate Superman? Get out.
Get out, you're just a fanboy of super OP characters like Batman.
Like, Doctor Strange Fate.
There
Dark
you go,
Claw.
Goku versus Doctor Strange Fate. Now what chance do you have?
Was that was Wolverine Batman, and that was so cool. They combined Wolverine and Batman. I was just like, oh my gosh. I think it was something like Dark Claw.
What about Doctor Doomsday? That's genius. Just
Mm,
Doomsday and Doctor Doom.
I still love the Thanos and Darkseid sort of.
Fiddle side.
Hands down, so good. Right, shouldn't be too much longer. I'm coming back to Undead Parish.
And I'm just at the elevator in Duke's.
Okay. Oh, did you have to go get it too?
Yep. Well, I just got off killing the Golem and the Hydra.
Oh yeah, none of us were kept waiting.
Yeah, man, Dragon Ball Z characters being like that. It is the worst. Then you've got your super hacky characters like Majin Buu and Doomsday, who are like Doomsday's all like, whatever you kill him with last, he will grow immune to when he comes back. That's extremely hacks.
Yeah, no.
Does that mean when the universe ends, he's like, oh, I've grown immune to this, I can exist now.
Immune.
There's a character that they said that even when the universe is ended, you'll still be alive, or you're cursed to be alive, or something like that. Or is that just like many characters that would be like that?
Not sure. Is it Drax the Destroyer?
No, I think he'd probably die. Maybe it's Galactus. Like, oh no, Galactus is probably the last person to die, because he is sort of like the only being left from the previous universe.
Hmm. Maybe.
Scumbag Galactus. You'd think there'd be in the entire universe there'd be enough uninhabited planets that you wouldn't have to ever go and grief inhabited planets and destroy
Well,
entire
I
species.
think they sort of justify that by being that most of the uninhabited planets just don't have the resources that you need or don't have the right base planet core structure or something. There's not enough energy on them.
Damn
Um,
you, Jack Kirby!
that's real convenient. You could just blow them up and that'd give you quite a lot of energy.
Dormammu is pretty strong,
Hmm?
especially in his own realm.
Well, Mom will probably survive universal collapse because he's not in the universe, is he?
Same goes for Shu Magurath, who's in like Cancerverse. And I think in the Thanos Imperative, I think he went and